All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. And you know how we do it around here. This is the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. I'm your man, Thunder Dan. And I guess Trump found guilty on all 34 charges. Woo! I told you. It was coming. A lot of people saying it wasn't going to happen. And I remember I got this evidence. It's evidence all over my channel. Go back. I said that he's going to be found guilty and they're going to put him in jail. And it's all coming to fruition, they would say around here. Big dictionary words out here. You know what I'm saying? I play Scrabble. Just kidding. That's for nerds. But we out here doing it. And I guess Trump is found guilty. So what's going to happen now? The mainstream media is excited. They're going to be very excited. They get to throw around the new word. The new word of the mainstream media will now be convicted felon. Convicted felon. Are you going to vote for a convicted felon? Convicted felon. It's all going to come everywhere now. And it's just a shame that this is the way it has happened to become the banana republic that the United States of America is now, baby. You know what I'm saying? The United States of America now is in trouble. What's going to happen next? Of course, Trump gets to leave. I don't know how many people get convicted of 34 felonies and then get to leave the courtroom. I guess it's Donald Trump's different, right? So Donald Trump now can face up to 4 years maximum on all his felonies. He has 34 of them times 4. That's a long time. Now, he can either serve them together or the state of New York might make him have to serve out every 4-year term, every felony separate. So it'd be 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Trump would die in prison. They can't quite do that. They want to do it. They will do it. The scheduling for his sentencing is on July 11th. I believe it's 4 days before the Republican National Committee, you know, they have their conference. So everybody celebrates. Clint Eastwood comes out and talks to an empty chair. It gets wild. Welcome back, everybody. It feels good to be back, baby. It feels good to be back. You in the jungle, baby. Protect yourselves at all times. We've been off, I guess, for a while because I guess somehow the OBS crashed, the MacBook Pro crashed, everything crashed. We had to rebuild here, and it took me a hot minute just to get it back to this scene. It's not 100% right. We're going to get through all this, but like I said, Trump is going to be on his way out, I guess, right? They're going to lock Trump up. At the beginning, like I said, let's rehash this. I said Trump was not going to get anything from this. Nothing was going to happen. And then I started watching it the way they were covering it. And then I knew something was going to happen. They're going to find Trump guilty. And I thought, of the 12 jurors out there, one of them will obviously, say Trump didn't do it and they'd be a hung jury. But then the judge comes out and puts all this other stuff out there, like 444 will be a convention. Conviction, and then the whole thing just started getting out of control. Trump got a gag order, so your First Amendment right is freedom of speech. Said Trump can't talk about this case, and they knew if Trump would talk, he would expose it all. The media didn't show Trump, but Trump was at the Libertarian National Convention. Trump just spoke in the South Bronx. We covered all that. If you want to watch the full stuff, tune into it. But here's what they're going to do now. The next play is, since the convention, the GOP convention for nominee, Trump would be obviously the nominee, is 4 days from the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, which would be a Tuesday. Trump on July 11th, it's going to be summertime. It's going to be July 4th. It's going to be over. People are going to be going back to work. They're going to be going back to work. They've celebrated all week long. They're on vacation. July 4th is a big vacation. My birthday, July 7th. Feel free to send me something. Cash App Funny Danny. Cash App Funny Danny. We're going to send it out there. And they're going to get Trump. They said Trump's not going to go to jail. Trump's going to go to jail. They're going to put him on some type of house arrest. They're going to make it the convicted felon. Donald Trump now is in all types of trouble. They're going to make it tough for him because Biden is losing the polls, everything. His polls are down. The black vote is separating from him. At least that's what Fox News wants you to tell you. But it's true. It's 100% true because people see it in the grocery stores. They see it at the gas station. They see it on rent. They see it on insurance. Everywhere is up, up, up. Joe Biden's horrible. He falls asleep all the time. So don't believe me. There's tons of video evidence out there. But let me just show you how giddy the sheep were out here. They were counting convictions, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I heard the first 1, 2, 3, 4, I was like, it's all of them. It's all of them. It's all 34. Trump's going to go to jail. People saying he's not going to go to jail. They're going to put him in jail. They're going to put him on some type of house arrest. They want to drag Trump through the mud. Donald J. Trump is going to be dragged through the mud, and it's not going to stop. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to vote. We're going to be the jury on November 5th. You got to get out and vote. Make sure you get out and vote. It's the only way. It's the only way we're going to get out of this nonsense. And Trump's first problem was he should have prosecuted Hillary Clinton. He wanted to be the bigger person and put him on notice, say no more crimes from here on out, but you can't. So now, with all this pressure they put on Trump, it's going to be very big of American citizens, patriots like ourselves, to vote, make sure Trump gets voted in on November 15th. Too big to fail. That's the saying, too big to fail. We cannot have this fail because this is it. 4 more years of Joe Biden? Oh, my. Oh, my.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
But let's play how the media was getting down. The media is getting down, baby. The media is getting down. Make sure you like and sub up, baby. Like and sub up. Let's pull up this. Let's see if this works. But here's the media counting it out, getting all giddy.
Guilty, count 11. Guilty, count 12. Guilty, count 13. Guilty, count 14. Guilty, count 16. Guilty, count 17. Guilty, count 18. Guilty, count 19. Guilty, count 20. Guilty, count 21. Guilty, count 22. Guilty, count 23. Guilty, count 24. Guilty, count 25. Guilty, count 26. The felony counts. That is the verdict here in this case.
Rachel?
Listen, it's a unanimous jury verdict, unanimous on all counts. This is a definitive and, this is an irreducible verdict. He can appeal.
Wow.
I'm sure he will appeal. But
of course he's going to appeal. What are the 34 counts? What are the 34 felonies? What are the 34 felonies? Tell me. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Nobody knows, do they? Nobody knows, do they? Who knows? What are the 34? Hush money was one, right? Wasn't it supposed to be hush money? Hush money, Stormy Daniels. Trump wrote a check. Bill Clinton wrote a check. He wrote lots of checks. And I guess this is what we're going to have to do. We got to get rid of this nonsense. You got to get rid of the nonsense. We got to vote them out. We got to vote them out. It's right in our face, bro. You know what I'm saying? They pissing in the wind, and then they're telling us it's rain. That's what they're doing on purpose. And we're going to wake up. We're going to wake up. Of course, Trump had to say something about it. Let's hear what Donald Trump had to say. He came out, and he's going to tell you like it is, what it was, what it wasn't. That's what we love about Donald Trump. He gives us, you know what I'm saying? He gives us the truth. And so far, I feel like he's batting pretty good. He's batting pretty good. He's batting pretty good for somebody that just got into politics. You know what I'm saying? So let's play this up. Because, I don't understand what you're supposed to do.
Hey, we're not going to jail.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. But the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end,
We're gonna
and we'll
keep
win.
fighting.
Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists, and they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Why should voters vote for a convicted felon?
Oh, did you hear that? The first question, was that Caitlin Collins? That sounded like Caitlin Collins from CNN. Of course that hag's got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Convicted felon. Are you going to vote for a convicted felon? Now, of course, Trump's options are to appeal, but he cannot appeal officially until he is sentenced, which is going to be on July 11th. Now, let me know if you think he's going to go to jail. I think he's going to go to jail. They're going to give him something. Maybe they give him jail, house arrest for 5 days so he can't go to the convention. And then maybe the convention wants to move it. So I don't know. That's got to be in play. Maybe they should start looking into moving the convention now. You know, maybe move it up a week. Because they can't keep Trump, you know, they're going to put him in jail. They're going to put him in jail. He's going to do in jail for a day, maybe sleep in it. He might even sleep in it. Or maybe they hit him at 2 a.m. You know, he can bond out. Maybe Dog the Bounty Hunter shows up to bail out Trump. Wouldn't that be something? That would be awesome. But hey, what are you going to do? Trump got convicted, 34 counts of felony for, we don't know what it was. Trump will end up in jail. It's a sad day for America, but that's the way it's looking. And it's only looking that way because Joe Biden cannot win anything. Joe Biden's at the black colleges with Kamala Harris because they are just, they're losing all the votes. They're losing all the votes. Where's the poll at? Let me show you a poll. I mean, you even have Robert De Niro. Remember Robert De Niro's out there? They all knew it. Joe Biden was supposed to give a press conference today, but then they backed off. And that's when I knew he was going to jail, because I believe it's like last week that they were saying Biden will come out and do a press conference on Trump trial. So I knew he's going to be guilty then. And then they backed away from it because it would have looked bad, you know, for optics. But we knew what they were doing. And it planned it well. It was, you know, it's much smarter. They were trying to brag on it. They were trying to go straight. You know what I'm saying? Put the knife in and twist. That's what they wanted to do with Joe Biden going on TV saying, see, he's a convicted felon, blah, 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 vote for me. But it would have looked bad. So the Democrats know a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're smart. They stay ahead of the game, and they're going to keep on staying ahead of the game unless we do something. But here's the problem. Nobody is paying attention. I figured all the TVs would be looking at this. You know, you'd be in the airport and everybody be gathered around the TVs. You'd be in a restaurant. Everybody be silent listening to it. Didn't take that effect on the American people. Didn't take the effect. Maybe the sentencing will on July 11th when they put him in jail. Maybe then people will wake up, but who knows? Who knows? I'm just out here being me. You know what I'm saying? We was out a little bit, trying to get the OBS back. But let's do a quick little recap on the guilty verdict and what it's going to mean for Americans. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. What's it going to mean for Americans going forward? Because that's the only way we're going to get out of this. And this is Jesse Waters talking about it. You know, his show's, he started out so fire, Jesse, and now his show's so lame. I thought he was going to be like a little Tucker. He just switched over to the mainstream. He's almost unwatchable.
If you look at the American people, how are they looking at this? People are desperate for help from these politicians, for safety, for security. And these nitwits, consumed with hatred, are trying to destroy a man because he threatens their power. These are wicked people obsessed with a person, and we will seek justice. We guarantee that. This man's life is a Greek tragedy. from
That's a bit much, isn't
billionaire
it?
bankruptcy, TV star, Hollywood Walk of Fame, divorces, marriages, children. And that was even before he enters politics. And then you have investigations and hoaxes and a pandemic. And now they're trying to incarcerate this person. And the only way this act ends if he is reelected. And it looks like he will be reelected. June is going to be a pivotal month, though, Dana, because Biden will speak after this to the nation, he says. And then in just...
When do you think Joe Biden's going to speak about this, though? Because he's in Rehoboth Beach right now. He's in Delaware. He's in Delaware right now. Look it up. He's in Delaware tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. He's never at the White House because he did a couple college tours and he got all juiced up. You give him the good little mixtures, and he can talk real good, but he gets real angry. So let's see when Joe Biden talks about it. Maybe Sunday, I think.
Less than a week, Hunter Biden will go on trial for felony gun charges. And then you will have polling that's going to try to push this into the bloodstream and show that Biden's now closing the gap. We'll see if that sticks. And then you have a debate at the end of the month. So if Joe Biden is still down at the end of June after all of this, it's over for Joe Biden. And I thought the president's tone was perfect.
Yeah, I thought the president's tone was perfect, too. And, what are you going to do, people? What are we going to do? We're going to get out and vote, right? We're going to get out and vote. That's what we got to do. You got to get out and vote. You can follow the Rock and Roll Rebel Show at all social media everywhere. And I want to thank you all. We're going to get back into this. Like I said, we've been away for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We definitely are live during that time. But like I said, we're working out the kinks over here. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. But God loves you. Pray for Trump, baby. We got to get him back on top. Get him back on top. It's nothing but peace and love. And I'll see you all mañana, baby. See you all mañana.
I see her rolling up over black Cadillac.